When we started our project 20 years ago, we had about 4,000 kids in care. And for years and years and years, we could always say we have about 4,000 kids in care. And then that number went up to 5,000. And it's almost as if one day I didn't look at the numbers and the next day I did, and we're at the 6,000 mark.
We are charged with recruiting foster and adoptive parents throughout the whole state. So we put out different recruitment messaging, and then people fill out online forms or they call us, and we try to be the first step when people start the process.
You know, Mission West Virginia, we've done a lot throughout our history, but what really has stood the test of time is our focus on youth and families.
There are 11 different agencies in West Virginia, and the process is a little different for each one, but it's the same basic qualifications, and that is to fill out an application, to attend a training, and to go through a home study. The training is called PRIDE. Everyone in the state uses the same curriculum, and what it does is it prepares people to care for children who have been in the foster care system. So people say, well, I don't need training, I already have kids, I already raised my kids, I have grandkids. If you haven't parented children who have experienced abuse and neglect, it's not the same as parenting your own children.
But we want to follow up with families because we feel like, you know, this is not a decision to take lightly, and so we're there along their journey with them.
We have some very common misconceptions about qualifying as a foster adoptive parent. The basic qualifications are that you have to be between ages 21 and 65, have a stable home, have stable finances. You don't have to be a married couple. You can be single, you can be a same-sex couple. You don't have to own your home, you can rent. There are people that think that it costs a lot of money to adopt because they're thinking about an international adoption or private adoption, but to adopt from the foster care system is basically no cost.
Mission West Virginia, we're not always looking for large monetary donations to help these kids. We have people who you know, provide backpacks and socks, and we've had someone who has baked birthday cakes, and we've had, you know, people who have volunteered to photograph children and families for us. And so we've had people who have just said, this is my talent, how can you use it?
Statistics say that about 1 out of every 3 people have thought about fostering or adopting, but a very small percentage of those people actually start the process or actually complete it. And there are lots of reasons to sit on the fence about that, but I would tell anyone who is just considering it, now is the time. We have a very large need for foster families in West Virginia.
Having a family is all the world to these kids. You know, having someone there to hold their hands, to get a driver's license, to, you know, get that high school diploma, fill out the college papers, to walk them down the aisle, to whatever it is, they need it.
When you look at youth who age out of foster care, the chances of them going into prison or the chances of them being involved in a crime or being involved with or being in poverty are great.
Our kids have been through so much trauma, and they have feelings. They need love. They really need a lot of love. They need hugs. They need comforter.
We just need help getting the word out. Not a lot of people know that there are currently 6,700, and that number continues to climb, youth in foster care in West Virginia. So invite us to your church, invite us to your PTO, invite us to your civic club, your business. We will come anywhere. Again, we serve the entire state of West Virginia.
I just would like to tell people that now's the time to do it, and it's not as hard as they are maybe anticipating, and that we would be there to help them through the entire process.
Kids are not getting any younger, and they need a family now. You need a family now, currently, and they do too.